Hello, fight fans. I'm Todd Grisham. Welcome to the WBC Arena. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. The hook scores. And that hook misses. The straight right just misses. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. He somehow weathered the storm.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
And so far, the offense has been... This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones. And there's the bell for round two. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up. Listen till your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? These punches coming from every angle. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. That hook was off target. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Both men step back for just a moment. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they...
On to the third. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
The jab doesn't quite connect. They both want the knockout. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Should we be surprised if these two fighters go the distance tonight, considering how much they've emphasized their physical fitness? A perfect counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
And start gathering your pace and win this round back. Come on, bag on the fight. Great round.
And there's the bell to start round 4. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. You'd like to see more jabs. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Uh-oh, code red time here for Daniel Jacobs. There goes Jacobs, he's down! So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. And down goes Jones Jr. Both men were... Time for the 5th round. Both fighters went to the canvas last round. What are we going to see here?
One fighter got knocked down earlier, got back up again to knock him down. How are they going to walk back out of this into the next round?
Now going to get a little more loosey-goosey. Let's see how this one feels. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. This This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
The courage on display here is incredible. That hook is off target. Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. Look at the size of an average man.
Nope, that hook won't score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last. There's the bell for round 6. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Insane action. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Straight right just misses. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2-class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. And there's the bell for round 7. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works.
Oh, Johnny, take a look at this action. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Nope, that jab not going to score. He got out of the way of that right hook. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Throws the jab but does not score. power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Look at this round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Roy Jones. Round 8, and we're off again. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round. Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Oh boy, the Miracle Man now in some trouble. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Bombs away. The straight right just misses. It's like a game of jack. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.
Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. These punches coming from every angle. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Oh, what a punch! This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That jab doesn't find a home. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Threw the uppercut, but did not score. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second.
And there's the bell to start round 2. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Carter, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. Hold that thought. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Do you believe what we are seeing? Swing and a miss with the hook. I'd like to see more jabs. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round.
The bell rings and we start the third. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
He's got a massive reach advantage. Let's see if he uses it.
You've got to use what you've got. I've got a long reach. I use it all the time. Use the speed. Frustrate and make him walk into the shot.
This fight has a real good flow to it. Beautiful counter shot. Well done with that counter shot. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice counter shot. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Those counter punches have to hurt. You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. There's the bell for round 4. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, we know what the game plan is going to be for this fighter. He's got to stick and move and avoid the big shots from the bigger man.
You gotta be like Oliver Twist, be a pickpocket, in and out, don't stand there and be so obvious.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. Nice slip to avoid the jab. Punch, counter punch. That hook was off target. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
The straight right just misses. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Misses with that uppercut. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Land that jab. Needs to put some combination work together. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Oh, and Tyson Fury just got dropped. This could be it. Down goes Fury. Let's talk about Fury in that last round. What a huge... This is the beginning of round 6. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full power because I know his legs are gone. So this,
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
They exchange punches. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That hook doesn't score. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're swinging it. The straight right just misses. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Well, he isn't. Here comes round 7. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
It's the one who draws first blood, Tom. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
It's all offense, all the time. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And he misses with that jab. Nice counter shot. Nope, that jab not going to score. These two fighters are made for one another. Straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty out. Round 8, and we're off again. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to sort of actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Misses with the straight left. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dares do anything out of turn.
The perfect counter lands. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
So two judges are in agreement, but that's all you need in this game, a majority decision win.
Todd, you all right. We don't see this that often, but when we do, we really remember, and this is one of those fights. Majority decision, I agree, you agree, the fans agree. Sorry, am I talking for you? All right, that's enough. Okay, you agree.
And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Swing and a miss with that jab. The hook was off target. Both of these athletes' gas tanks are going to be tested. Endurance will be the key on an afternoon like this one.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice your back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calmly to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nice hook there. Nice idea, and that hook lands. Drop their guard, they get caught. That hook was thrown. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Well, what do we expect to see here in round two? It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
Todd, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Swing and a miss with the hook. Swing and a miss with that jab. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. You're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer. Couldn't take any more. Down goes Marquez. about Marquez in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knock. On to the third. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
There's a counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Perfect counter lands. Straight right just misses. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. Unlike the heavier fighters, these fighters throw so many punches, it's hard to keep up. One punch could change everything in this battle. Left hook missed. Well, you know, in this division, you gotta have speed and you gotta have footwork, or you're gonna be a cooked goose.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. This round is over right there. Oh, and they got rocked. What a moment this is. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
That hook was off target. That jab misses. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get him close.
Trying to let very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the... On to the 5th we go. Got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nobody home with that hook. Well, just Just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
What you've got to do, Teddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Threw the hook, didn't land. You'd like to see more jabs. There's a counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. This could be the end. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. On to the 6th round. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Got out of the way of that right hook. Blistering hand speed from pull right there. And is this the beginning of the end? A nightmare start to this fight. And it appears, oh, wait a minute. We're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. Disaster. Marquez goes down. They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
And this with that jab. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You're being put down. You've got to think right. Survive and then give it back the next round. Good work. That's it. Good.
And there's the bell to start round 7. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
That jab doesn't find a home. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Lomachenko is buzzed. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. So what do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the one place to play this thing.
Nobody home with that hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Loma. And we enter the 8th round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain.
Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? How is this fight still continuing?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Trying to land that jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. But what a result.
Frazier's been in so many hellacious battles over the years. The trilogy with Muhammad Ali. His fights against George Foreman. You would not want to be hit by this guy. Trust me. That big hook doesn't land. No defense for that hook. Their trilogy will live forever in boxing lore, but can they add another epic chapter to their story here in this one?
Again, this is history in the making. This is what we write our fight game about. These two guys are the ultimate warriors.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Look at those crosses landing. Nice defense there to stop the right hook. right hand hurts. Missing with the left hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
It's a tougher fight. I love that. And look at that chap's sweat.
Oh, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
And he scores with the counter. The perfect counter lands. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Just misses right uppercut. Nice counter shot. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? Big shot, and down goes Ali. Ten seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Straight right just misses. Just misses with that jab. Your footwork has to be on point when you're fighting a... Did you see that? The greatest had... Oh, no! Ali is down! So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and can't.
Finally, Muhammad Ali goes down. You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory.